What's up, guys? Marjack79 here. So when it comes to everything I played in 2017, this game, Nier Automata, man oh man, this was easily the most interesting game I played all year long. You know, I was easily about 25 to 30 hours into the experience before I even understood what was going on in the story. It was crazy, absolutely crazy. But in saying that, this was also one of the better games, absolutely one of the better games that I played in 2017, even though technically I didn't finish it until 2018. Now, see, what makes this game so special is without a doubt the storyline, man. Absolutely the storyline. Within the past 10 years, let it be known that this is easily the most interesting storyline in any video game I've played. Like I said, within the past 10, 15 years. What's so crazy about it is that this game has 26 guys, 26 different endings. 26. Yeah, that's right. I'll say it one more time. This game has 26 different endings to its campaign and storyline. That's insane. So, in saying that, like, now, of course, all 26 of those endings are obviously not canon. You know, the majority of them are comical endings that if you do something specific within the game, it will trigger a storyline ending. So, and they are quite hilarious. Now, in saying that, obviously, there is one true ending to the storyline, but I did not achieve that ending until I played for at least 75 to 80 hours worth. So, and it was great. I love this game, man. I really did. So let's tear a little bit deeper into it. So now let's talk about the combat. Now, if you've ever played a good platinum game before, you should know exactly what to expect here. And I'm talking about good platinum games like Bayonetta 1 or 2 or Metal Gear Rising, games like that. So just imagine those games, except open world, with the same amount of action. So with that combination, it's great. It's definitely a recipe for an amazing game. It was never unfair. The combat system was fun, fair, and stellar. Those are definitely the three adjectives that I would use to best describe the combat system. And it kept me inspired to finish the story from start to finish, I would say. Now, of course, you have your small swords, you have your large swords, your spears, your guns, your machine guns, your AKA pod weapons, as they're called. But, just sub out pod weapons and put in magical abilities is more what they should be called, I think. But it makes sense if you understand the story. But it's all fun. It's all fun, man. Now, experience gaining works about the same way as any other open world game you played. Examples that I would use with that probably works about the same way as any Assassin's Creed game, or Infamous, or Bayonetta, Metal Gear Rising, of course. But you're defeating enemies, defeating bosses, taking care of side quests, and doing the main story quest, and you're going to gain more experience for your character. You're going to get stronger, gain better weapons, and better abilities. Now, the side quests are definitely there for people that want to do them. It spreads out the game in an additional 40 to 45 hours, I would think. If you just did the campaign, the three main storylines, it's probably about 40 hours worth worth there. But I mean, if you've ever watched one of my reviews before, you know that I like to make my character as strong as humanly possible, because I like to go into story campaign missions overpowered because I don't like getting killed. So, so obviously the option is there for you to do the side missions and side quests to expand your character and get stronger. So now the main question is, are the side quests fun? Well, some of them are fun, and you know what I mean. You have your typical, you know, search out and destroy an enemy. You have your fetch quest, but I mean, some of those stories, some of the side quests, man, are really fun. Honestly, you know, you get to learn some cool backstory on some of the side characters and some of the main characters too. So it's definitely worth your time if you really want to get more bang for your buck in this experience. So if I had to answer to whether or not you should do the side quest or not, I would definitely say yes. Also, in saying that, now like obviously they're nowhere close to the main story. Now that's of course the main allure of the game is 2B, the 9S, and A2's storyline. Now, out of those three characters, the standout is of course 2B. I think her personality and character rounds out all three characters perfectly. 9S, he was fun to play as too. He had some different abilities that were fun to use. His character kind of got to me a little bit by the end of his storyline. He was definitely a little bit whiny. I mean, due to the circumstances that he was put in, I can understand his whininess. But still, and all that, he was a little bit whiny for my taste, and definitely A2's not give a crap, just do whatever it needs to be done to get the job done attitude. Definitely was probably one of my favorite aspects of the entire game, and like I said, 2B's equal personality to both of them, I think rounded out all three characters perfectly. I think. So yeah, I would say definitely 2B is well worth finding something to add into my museum of collections. The time that was spent with these characters were great, you know, because I think that's one of the main draw of the game is just being able to relate to the characters, you know, because I mean, if you have a one-dimensional, you know, crap main protagonist, and you're just not gonna have a lot of fun with the game. And 2B definitely makes the game way more enjoyable, I say. So when it comes to enemy variety in the game, there are definitely tons. I mean, of course, you have your small enemies, you have your medium enemies, you have your large enemies, and you have your crazy enemies, and you have your large enemies. And they're all fun and to take down, and they all take specific strategy. I mean, you can't just run in and attack, and expect to win. You're gonna get your butt kicked. You gotta learn how to dodge, counter, and attack with precision, or upgrade your character to max. or you're gonna get taken out rather quickly. I've seen a lot of people say that this game is difficult. I would disagree with that. I believe if you put the time in to upgrade your character exponentially, then you know that definitely takes away the extreme difficulty factor. Now, I mean, obviously, if you try to go into the main stories without doing any side quests and you're going in there in low levels, then yeah, it's going to be extremely difficult. But I mean, that's to be expected. I think nowadays with most open world games. Now, let's talk about the environments. Man, oh man, some of these environments in this game are crazy. Now, you have a destroyed city ruins. You have your vast desert. You have an amusement park with a roller coaster and circus and everything, which was my personal favorite. You have a castle, forest castle to be more precise. You have your old machine factory, and you have a floating spaceship. Let's talk about by far my favorite aspect of this entire game, the music, the music, the music, the music. Guys, this, man, I almost feel dirty saying that this was potentially my favorite soundtrack of 2017. Now, I mean, I played the likes of The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, and those soundtracks were just masterful. But I would say that at one point during this adventure, I was humming every single one of these songs, every single one of them. Now, again, the standout songs in my opinion were definitely the desert song and the amusement park songs. Those two were probably my favorites for sure. But yeah, great, absolutely great, all around. I mean, it utilized the full orchestra, vocals. The majority of it is in Japanese, which is no problem with me at all. Anime lover here, so I mean, I was right at home. So, now, is there anything bad about the game? I've spent all this time praising it. Is anything that's actually bad? Yeah. Definitely throughout the beginning of my playthrough, there were a ton of invincible walls. Definitely parts of the game where, there was a place that looked really, really cool, and I was like, oh man, I want to go there. Oh nope, invincible wall. Can't go there at all. Okay, it's fine. Great. I guess I'll go elsewhere. And also, some of the text dialogue parts in later parts of the game, those definitely got a little bit tedious too, because once you click them, there was no way to exit them, and you had to read all the way through them. I definitely found myself smashing the X button to be like, okay, I'm tired of reading. Come on. Now, I mean, no, you don't necessarily have to read those segments, but they are mandatory for some of the side quests, though. So keep that in mind. Definitely not a deal breaker by any means. More of a nitpick than anything else. But just something to note for sure. The story, the characters, the gameplay, the music, all of it. Now, is it my game of the year for 2017? No, not even close. But it is a game well deserving of all of the accolades it's received the previous year. I definitely understand why some people were saying it was game of the year. I definitely think it deserves to be a nominee because it's unlike anything I've ever played, story wise at least. And in saying that, that is why I give Nier Automata for PlayStation 4 an 89 out of 100. And it deserves every point. Guys, I implore you to play this game. No, like I said, I didn't play it until the end of 2017. I just now completed it. I paid $30 for it, and if I had to do it all over again, I would have gladly have paid the $60 for the game. It was great, man. Like I said, was it my game of the year? No. Was it one of the best games I played this year? Yes, absolutely. Nier Automata is a game that I will remember forever, and I recommend it to everyone. So within saying that, I thank everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to support and follow me, you can follow me at youtube.com/marjack79 and facebook.com/marjack79. I really appreciate everybody's support. I love video games, and if you love video games, then you should absolutely give this channel a shot. I hope to see you guys on the next one. And until then, I'll catch you later, guys. Bye.